This is a Kenmore 385 127810 8180 1278180. This is another Janome made Kenmore. This is slightly older than the ones that were just on my bench, and that means it has bobbin winder removable here, very convenient. So you can pop that off and get the tire out. You decide to draw the pop-up pin out so that that could lift out. And then this machine is, instead of having the two plastic halves, it's got the backside is a cast piece, and all the parts go in it like a bucket, and then the front piece goes on. The plastic trim on the front covers it up. Inside it's going to look a lot like those machines, the other machines that were plastic all around, but this is a screw here. The key for all this is finding all the screws. So yeah, there's a screw here that holds the front on, and I don't remember if there's another. Yes, there's a screw right in here. There we go. See, it got loose there. There is, however, a screw hiding in here, so we got to get the back off, or the side rather. So we'll get our end cover off here. There's a metal plate here, and it reveals there's a screw in here that clamps the case, and a screw in by the bobbin door that holds the plastic cover on. And then this screw is the one that holds the end cover on. And as you can see, since I already got the other screw out of the end cover, that just came right out when I loosened the screw. And then we can get in at the three trim screw clamps. So there's a 1, 2, and then down there. It's the last one. And all those just loosen, and once all the screws are loose, the front just pops right off. So with the top front popped off, we have access to these dials, and our reverse linkage here is a bit stiff, so we're going to warm that and oil it. And this crank here, it's got a spot that they used to drill for an oil hole, but since they decided that these machines are sealed, they don't drill the oil hole in the top of that crank anymore. And then this is the cam dial that looks very familiar. You'll remember it from other machines that we've looked at in the 385 series. And I am just moving it, and it's sluggish but moving, so that's good. The cam the follower is sluggish but moving there, so we'll just have to put a dab of oil on the track in there. And then turn our knob and let that slide around a bit. That'll free up and start following faster. And then our zigzag, or our reverse block. We'll just get some oil on that. This is, again, a machine that they applied grease to as a long-term lubricant, but that grease has expired and needs to get rejuvenated with some oil and replaced and cleaned out. So that's how to pop the cover off this, and I'm going to be back after I'm done oiling it. So this Janome made Kenmore had the same issue as the other couple that I just did, where the feed dogs here, the bar that they pivot on is on the back here, in the back of the casting, and they were all gummed up so that when they got lifted, they'd stay stuck and wouldn't get sprung back down, so that when it ran, it would rattle horribly as this roller here banged on that. So heat and oil down in there and wiggling a lot freed that up. This machine also has an oil wick on the main bearing here. Applied oil there, oiled the reverse so that it snaps properly, oiled the other main bearing here, and then oiled all the regular linkages you can access by flipping the door open. And on the bottom, oiled all the links there. There's an oil wick behind the motor that isn't visible from this angle, but yeah, looks a lot like the other Janome made Kenmores. This mechanism is all the same, even as they made more plastic covers for the machine and had less metal frame. But these are all pretty good machines. Not as sturdy as the old all metal Kenmores, but still very good machines.